Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. By now, no doubt you already know the significance of Dhamma, Fatha, Kisra, and even Sukun. So that when you recite the Quran or when you read other Arabic text, you wouldn't want to misplace or mix the placement of Dhamma and Fatha, Kisra, and Sukun. You already know that Dhamma appears when a word, especially when a noun is in the nominative case, and Fatha appears when the noun is in the accusative case, and Kisra appears at the end of a noun if the noun is coming after a harfu jarri, a preposition, or as mudafun ilayhi. You will now see that words like al-muslimu will have Dhamma at the end. So when I say Ja al-Muslimu, the Muslim came, Muslim will have Dhamma. But if I say Ra'aytul Muslima, I saw the Muslim, Muslim will carry Fatha, because here the word al-Muslim is coming as maf'ulun bihi, the object of the sentence. And when I say Salamtu ala al-Muslimi, I greeted the Muslim, the word Muslim will be carrying Kisra. So you have seen how these three cases, Fatha, Dhamma, and Kisra, appear on a noun. Now, these three cases, they are called the primary cases. However, there are ways in which these cases could be substituted by other letters. Now, we want to look at the muthanna, the dual words, the nouns of the Arabic language when they are coming in the dual form. Now, I've told you earlier, when I say Ja al-Muslimu, the Muslim came. This is for a single Muslim. If we're to have two Muslims, it would have been Ja al-Muslimani. The two Muslims came. Here, you will notice that in the singular form, the word Muslim carries Dhamma, showing that it is the fa'il, the subject of the sentence. But in the second sentence, Ja al-Muslimani, you cannot see the sign of Dhamma. Rather, the word is ending with Kisra. This is because this word is a muthanna, a dual form. And therefore, its own sign of nominativeness is the alif that you can see there. So, when you have a muthanna, a dual noun, and you are using it in the nominative form, then that alif there will substitute the Dhamma of the singular form. So that's why I say Ja al-Muslimu, and I will now say Ja al-Muslimani. So that alif that you can see there is the sign of the nominative that shows that it is in the rafu case. It is the subject of the sentence. Now, when I said Ra'aytul Muslima, I saw the Muslim. The Muslim here is coming as maf'ulun bihi, and the sign is the fatha that you can see at the end of it. Now, if this word was to be used in the muthanna case, in the dual form, I would have said Ja al-Muslimaini. The two Muslims came. Here you will notice that the word al-Muslimani originally has been changed to al-Muslimaini. This is because it is now coming in the accusative case as the maf'ulun bihi, the object of the sentence. And as such, what will represent the fatha of the singular form is the ya that you can see there. So instead of Ja al-Muslima, Ra'aytul Muslima, it will be Ra'aytul Muslimaini if they are two. So for the nominative case, when the word is coming as the subject of the sentence, it will be Ja al-Muslimani. As the object of the sentence will be Ra'aytul Muslimaini. So now you see how to use Muslimani and Muslimaini. So the ya there is representing the fatha of Ra'aytul Muslima. Now lastly, when I said Salamtu ala al-Muslimi, I greeted the Muslim. The word al-Muslim here is coming after harfu jarrin, a preposition, which is the word ala. That is why it was changed from Dhamma to Kisra. Here we have al-Muslimi. Now to use the dual form of al-Muslim, it will be, I will say Salamtu ala al-Muslimaini. I greeted the two Muslims. Here, instead of the kisra, what is representing the kisra, since the word al-muslimain is appearing after ala, it is the ya that you can see there. So the ya is serving as a substitute for the haraka kisra. Again, ra'aytul muslimaini and sallamtu ala al-muslimaini. To summarize this for you, it is easy to say that the dual form of a noun, when it is being used in a nominative case as the subject of a sentence, what happens is that the alif that appears, which when we pronounce as what al-muslimani, that alif there is a sign that shows that this word is in the rafu case. That's why I say ja al-muslimani and I say najahat talibani. The two students passed talibani. That alif there is a sign. But if this musanna, this dual noun, is coming in the accusative case, or it is appearing after a harfu jarri, as in the jarru case, in the genitive case, then ya will represent both fatha and kisra. That's why you say ra'aytul muslimaini, I saw the two Muslims. And I will also say sallamtu ala al muslimaini, I greeted the two Muslims. Let's use a different word to clarify this so you understand it better. I can simply say Al-bintani jamilatani. The two girls are beautiful. The two girls are beautiful. Look at the word al-bintani. Here it is coming in nominative case because it is the mubtada. So it is supposed to carry dhamma if it was a single word. But since it is coming as dual, that's why we say al-bintani. That alif is showing. Now, in the accusative case, I can simply say darabtul bintaini, I beat the two girls. Here, al-bintaini is coming in the accusative case. That is why ya is being used to replace the fatha. Because if it was a single word, it would have been darabtul binta. But here, darabtul bintaini. Now, if the word al-bintan, the two girls, appear after a harful jar, I can simply say qultu lil bintaini, I said to the two girls. Since the word lid here is a harful jar, a preposition changing a word from dhamma to kisra, and here since the word is in the muthanna, the dual form, then ya will replace the alif, the kisra, so it will be qultu lil bintaini. Masha'Allah. So to conclude, dual words, nouns in their dual form, if they are in a nominative case, they are represented, or the case is what? The alif, you can see. Now, in both the accusative case as maf'ulun bihi and the genitive case as majrur, it appears with ya. So you can see why we do have al-muslimani and al-muslimaini, al-bintani, al-bintaini, al-rajulani and al-rajulaini. And we are still in our book An-Nahwu al-Wadih lil-Marhalati al-Ibtida'iyya. So we are going to treat this topic fully in details with lots of examples and exercises for you to solve in order to understand this topic. So stay tuned from beginning to the end. Let's continue. Here we have I'rabul Muthanna. I'rab simply means the declension, how the cases of a dual noun, how a dual noun changes. Since we know a single noun will change from fatha to dhamma to kisra, or from dhamma to fatha to kisra, how does a dual form change? Let's go. Here we have al-amthila. We have examples. These examples are coming in three different sections. You will see that the first section, example 1, will be the same word that is being used in example 1 is the same word being used in the example 1 of section 2 and section 3. So let's look at it like that. Number 1, we have la'ibal waladani. The two boys played. Look at it. Al-waladani played. So al-waladani here, they are the players. So the subject of the sentence, therefore al-waladani with the alif is being used. But on the second section, we have Kafatul waladaini, which means I paid the two boys. Can you see? So al-waladaini here, since they are the receiver of my action, no, al-waladani will not be used, rather al-waladaini. On the third section we have a'taytul qurrata, I gave the ball lil waladaini, to the two boys. So lam here is coming as harf for jarring, so it changed al-waladani to what? Al-waladaini. Let's continue. Number 2 we have ittafaqa sharikani, the two partners agreed. On this side we have hadathtu sharikaini, I discussed with the two partners. And on this side we have ishtaraitu min ash-sharikaini, I bought from the two partners. Number 3 we have awraqati shajaratani, the two trees produced leaf. Number 3, on this side we have tasallaqatu shajarataini, you can see I climbed the two trees. Here the two trees are the object of the sentence because they are the receiver of my action of climbing. On the last column we have danautu minash shajarataini, I moved closer to the two trees, minash shajarataini. Last example we have hadaral musafirani, the two travelers came back or attended, they were present. And here I have wada'tul musafiraini, I bid farewell to the two travelers. So here they are the receiver, so musafiraini. And lastly we have salamtu alal musafiraini, I greeted the two travelers. So ala is coming as musafiraini, now comes with what? The ya. Now let's move to al-bahthu, research and also detailed explanation. He says, ta'ammal al-kalimat al-akhirata fil amthati sabiqa. He said, study the last word of each of the examples above. Tajid kullan minha muthanna. You see that every word which end each of the examples given, they are coming in the dual form. لِأَنَّهُ يَدُلُّ عَلَى اثْنَيْنِ, because these words are representing two. Biziyadati alifin, this is because there is an addition of alif wa nun or and nun, or ya in wa nun or ya and nun to the single form. Because the word al-waladu, alif and nun has been added to it to make it al-waladani, and ya and nun has been added to it to make it what? Al-waladaini. He says, وَتَجِدْهَا فِي الْقِسْمِ الْأَوَّلِ marfu'atan. In the first section, you will see that these words are coming in the nominative case. لِأَنَّ كُلًّا مِنْهَا فَاعِلًا, because all of these words in the first section, they are appearing as the subject of each of the sentences. وَفِي الْقِسْمِ الثَّانِي, while in the second section, mansubatan, they are appearing in the accusative case. لِأَنَّ كُلًّا مِنْهَا يَقَعُ مَفْعُولًا بِهِ, each of them are appearing as the object of the sentence. وَفِي الْقِسْمِ الثَّالِثِ, and in the last section, section 3, majruratan, each of them are appearing in the genitive case. لِأَنَّ كُلًّا مِنْهَا مَسْبُوقٌ بِحَرْفِ جَرٍ, because each of these words are now appearing after a preposition. فَمَا عَلَامَةُ الرَّفْعِ وَالنَّصْبِ وَالْجَرِّ فِيهَا, then if this is the case, what are now the signs of raf'u, nominative, nasbun, which is accusative, and jarrun, genitive? نبحث فنجد أن هذه الكلمات في حالة الرفع تنتهي بألف ونون. When we researched and checked through, we saw that all of these words, at the end of them, they are ending with either alif and nun. In the case of nominative, they end with alif and nun. وَفِي حَالَتَيِ النَّصْبِ وَالْجَرِّ, while in the case of nasb, that is accusative and genitive, تَنْتَهِي بِيَا إِن وَنُون, they end with ya and nun. وَمِنْ ذَلِكَ, and from that, نستطيع, we can, أن ندرك أن الألف, we can conclude and we can understand that alif here علامة الإعراب النائبة عن الضمة في حالة الرفع. We can conclude that alif is the sign of nominative which represents dhamma in the words which are muthanna. والياء هي علامة الإعراب النائبة عن الفتحة والكسرة في حالتي النصب والجر. While ya is the sign which substitutes both fatha and what? And kisra. In the case of nasb, accusative, and also genitive. Now we have al-qaida, the rule, which to simplify it first. The rule states that يرفع المثنى بالألف وينصب ويجر بالياء. He says dual nouns are made to be in the nominative case by alif. Alif is the sign. وينصب ويجر, and they are put in the accusative and also genitive بالياء by ya. Now we have exercises. When you solve this, it will make you to understand this better, and you would have used the muthanna in different ways within this platform. Here we have number one. Tamrinul our exercise number one. It says أين المثنى المرفوع والمنصوب والمجرور في العبارة الآتية. You are to indicate all of the muthanna, the dual nouns, which are appearing both in the marfu, nominative case, mansub, accusative case, and majrur, which is genitive case. وَبَيِّنِ السَّبَبَ, and explain the reason why they are appearing that way. وَعَلَامَةَ الْإِعْرَابِ فِي كُلِّ مِنْهَا, and the sign of declension. What is their own sign that they used to show that they are coming as marfu, mansub, or majrur in each of them? فِي كُلِّ. Number one, we have al-babani maftuhani. The two doors are opened. The word al-babani maftuhani, these two words, they are marfu and they are muthanna. This is because al-babani mubtada wal maftuhani khabar wa alamatu raf'ihima alif, and their sign of being in the nominative case is the alif, you can see. Number two, we have yajurul mihratha thawran. Two bulls, the two bulls are dragging or pulling the plow or the harrow. So here we have thawrani. The same thing, thawrani is fa'ilun marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alif. It is in the nominative case and the sign is alif li'annahu muthanna because it's dual. Number three, we have tamshi dajajatu ala rijlain. The hen, the chicken, is walking on two legs. So here we have rijlaini. So rijlaini here is muthanna, dual noun. Majrur in the genitive case biliya, and the ya is the sign li'annahu muthanna because it is muthanna. li'annahu ya'ti ba'da ala. Now, number four, we have kanatil hujratani dayiqataini. The two rooms were tight. So our narrow al-hujratani here, it is what? Muthanna. And the sign of an marfu, the sign is what? Al-alif. Li'annahu ismu kana, because it is the noun of kana. Dayiqataini is also muthanna. Wa alamatu is also muthanna mansub. Wa alamatu nasbihi aliyah. Li'annahu khabaru kana, because it is the predicate of kana. Number five, we have akaltu tufahataini. I ate two apples. So here, tufahataini, it is coming as maf'ulun bihi mansub. Wa alamatu nasbihi, the sign of his being mansub, aliyah is the ya. لأنه مثنى. Number six, we have قرأت من الكتاب صفحتين. I read 2 pages from the book. So صفحتين, it is also مفعول به منصوب بالياء. Next, اشتريت الكتاب بقرشين. I bought the books with 2 قرش. So here قرشين, it is what? مجرور وعلامة جره الياء. Lastly, إن الكبشين سمينان. Indeed, the two rams are fat. So seminani here, it is what? Khabaru inna marfu wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alif. MashaAllah. Tamrin al-Thani, exercise number 2, it says Da' muthanna kulla kalimatin min al-kalimat al-atiyah fi jumlatin mufida. You are to produce the dual form of the following words and place each of them in complete sentences. I'm going to do a couple of these words and leave you to do the others. The first one is amudun, which is pillar. So the dual form is what? Amudani. So I can say Ja'ala al-banna'una amudaini lil bayt. The builders made 2 pillars for the house. You can see. Now, ghurfatun. I can say hatani ghurfatani. These are 2 rooms. So you can solve the remaining ones by yourself. Tamrin al number 3, it says Thanil kalimatil atiya. You are to dualize the following words. وضعها بعد التثنية في جمل مفيدة, and place each of them in complete sentences after making the dual form of them. بحيث يقع كل منها مرة فاعلا, so that sometime each of them will appear sometimes as what? Fa'il, subject of the sentence. وَمَرَّةً مَفْعُولًا بِهِ, and another time as the object. وَمَرَّةً إِثْمًا لِإِنَّا, some other times as the noun of the word inna. وَمَرَّةً إِثْمًا لِكَانَ, and another time as the noun of what? Kana. Now the first word is the word an-nakhlatu, and the muthanna is what? An-nakhlatani or an-nakhlataini. I can simply say turiqun nakhlatani. The 2 date palm are producing leaf. Next, I can say tasallaqtu nakhlataini. I climb the 2 date palm. Next, I can say inna nakhlataini aliyatani. And for kana, kana nakhlatani aliyataini. MashaAllah. So as for Sharia, you can also do the same thing, which is street as Safina, al Jabal, al Jundi. You can do this. Tamrin al-Rabiq says number 4, we have iti bi jumlataini fi'liyataini al-fa'ilu fi kulli minha muthanna. The first one says, form 2 verbal sentences. In each of these sentences, the subject of the sentence should be a muthanna. I can say Ja'atil bintani. The 2 ladies came, the 2 girls came. Next, I can say Sajad al Muslimani. The 2 Muslims prostrated. Number 2, we have iti bi jumlataini fi'liyataini al-maf'ulu bihi fi kulli minha muthanna. You are also to form 2 sentences. Each of them should be verbal sentences, and the maf'ulu bihi, the object of the sentence, should be muthanna. I can say ra'aytul muslimaini. I saw the 2 Muslims. Next, I can say darabtul waladaini. I beat the 2 boys. Number 3 says iti bi jumlatayn ismiyatayn al-mubtada wal khabaru fi kulli minha muthanna. You are to form 2 sentences. Each of them should be nominal sentences, and the mubtada and khabar should be muthanna, dual. First, I can say al-waladani naimani. The 2 boys are sleeping. Next, I can say ash-shajaratani kabiratani. The 2 trees are big. Number 4, we have iti bi jumlatayn ismu inna fi kulli minha muthanna. Form 2 sentences. Each of them should have inna, and the noun of the inna should be dual. I can say innal muslimaini sabirani. The 2 Muslims are patient. Next, I can say innal madrasataini ghaliyatani. The 2 schools are expensive. Tamrin al-Khamis, number 5, it says fanni kulla aduwin lahu mathilun fi wajhi al-insan wada'ahu ba'da tathniya fi ibaratin tashrahu fawaida. You are to look at the parts of the face. You have to look at the parts of the face, and also here you are to look at the parts of the face that come in dual, that have another one maybe on the other side. Then and make them after putting them into the muthanna, the dual form. You have to put it in a sentence explaining the benefit of each of these parts. We can begin with the 2 eyes, which is aynun, then aynani. I can say bil aynaini anzur ila ma khalaqallah. With the eyes, I see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created. Wa bihima. Okay, I can also say wabil aynaini a'ubsiril khayra wa sharra. Next, we have The two, okay, al udhnani, I can say bil udhnani asma'u wa bihima asma'u nasaih wa tahdhir, and with the two of them I hear advices and warnings. Which other parts of the body are two? Okay, ashafatani, ashafatu two, ashafatani can say ashafatani yu'inani ala takallumi. The two lips help me to speak. Now we have tamrinun fil i'rab. We can complete the many parts of the body of the face if there's any that are two. Now we have tamrinun fil i'rab exercise on declension. We have namuzaj sample. The first one says yajurul ajalata jawadani. Yajurul ajalata jawadani. The ajala, the two horses are driving the what? Are dragging the barrow, the wheelbarrow. So here we have yajurru as fi'lu mudari'un marfu'un bid-dhamma. Al-ajala is what? Al-maf'ulun bihi mansubun bil fatha. Then jawadani is what? Fa'ilun marfu'un bil alif li'annahu muthanna. Number two, we have ista'ara aliyun kitabaini. Ali borrowed two books. So ista'ara is fi'lu madi mabniyun ala al-fathi. Then aliyun is fa'ilun marfu'. Then kitabaini is maf'ulun bihi mansub bil ya li'annahu muthanna. Then now coming to our own part, it says Arif al-Jumal al-Atiya. You have to analyze grammatically the following two sentences. The first one says al-hirratani nadhifatani. The two cats are clean. So al-hirratani here is what? Mubtada marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alif. Then nadhifatani khabar marfu'un bi alif li'annahu muthanna. Number two, you have innal ghaibaini maridani. The two absentees are sick. So inna here is harf tawkid, and what al-ghaibaini ismu inna mansub bil ya li'annahu muthanna. Maridani khabaru inna marfu' bil ya marfu' bi alif li'annahu muthanna. Lastly, we have waqafa at-talamidhu fi as-saffayn. The students stood on two rows. So waqafa fi'lu madi mabni al-fathi. Then at-talamidhu fa'ilun marfu' bid-dhamma. Then fi harfu jarrin. Then saffaini ismu majrur wa ala bil ya li'annahu muthanna. So with this, we come to the end of explaining the i'rab of muthanna. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us better understanding. Until we meet again, make sure you like, share with your friends, drop your comments at the comment section. Do not forget to hit on the join button to join our membership for members only content. Until we meet again, jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.